Hey guys, welcome back to Marwell Manor. Another day, another episode of the Marwell Manor project, and I'm done with planting all the potato, or all the seed that I had has been fed into this beast in front of us. Uh, Let me show you how the field looks like. It looks like this. Now this is all we could get. I think it looks pretty good from here on the minim or the PDA or what that is. But definitely there are lots and lots of areas of the field that I haven't used, but it's just fine. The intention was to poop some of the potatoes in the middle of the field as it gets, and then I will come up with some sort of a storage to put that into, possibly, and then use it to do a complete field later on, or something like that. But after the potato harvest, I am going to move to the updated version of the maps, so that will take some time, obviously. But until then, I figured we have some time and I can start the thing that I wanted. Now, the thing is that I will need a new combine on this map because potato is not something that you should do like uh, over and over again, putting potato in the same field. I figure, or you could. I have no. I don't know. I don't know about these things. Let's give this thing a wash in the meantime. But I definitely want to rotate it with regular, quote unquote, regular cereal crops. So I'm gonna need a new combine, and I have my eyes on something. Uh, but I figured, even if we will get to a full circle at the end of things, I will take you guys on a wild goose chase, and we will try a few combines along the way. Uh, Combines that I wouldn't usually go for, or just at least not for this place for some reason. Uh, and basically, what's going to happen is that I have a contract already active over here on field 2. This is the one. It's not too big of a field, but it's a field, I mean, and not really. I don't think it will make good on the leasing cost of the combine that I am using for this one, but then again, it's not the purpose of the whole thing. It's now to test things out. Now I reckon this bad boy is pretty worn up, and before we can roll on to the contract thingy, uh, I wanna tidy things up a bit. Now let's. I think I will park it to my shop, my workshop, and I will check it out. And if all things are right, I am also going to fix it up quickly. It's a good thing that in this game it's just pushing a button, nothing more. There we go. I have mad reversing skills. Now obviously I will so hold on. Not that. It's not that bad. All right, but we will repair it anyway. Okay, 402 monetary units. Don't mind that it's set on dollars because I usually play on US maps when I'm not recording, and I'm lazy to set it to pounds. I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway because there is no exchange rate or anything like that between different currencies in the game, so doesn't really matter. So what I was at that after being done with this contract, obviously I will fast forward time so that we can get to the potato harvest, because that's actually the conclusion of this whole project that we're in right now. But I figured we could start on this whole thing, and obviously it will come to an end when we get back to the map, because obviously it will arrive with crops on the, I think at least on one of the starting fields. So I'm gonna need the tractor and I'm gonna need the trailer for this thing, because we're obviously not leasing one of those, or any we're not leasing any of these. We're not running the contract with uh, you know uh, machinery leased in under the, I cannot worse today, so it's not that option where you can actually lease purposely selected items for the contract, because the game does that for you. Oh, I could do some tidying up, but I will do that later. It's alright. We don't have to come here anyway during the contract, so let's roll. This trailer is very nice. I'm very satisfied with it. It's I think it's a Giants mod. It's a Giants mod, but it's very nice nonetheless. It's been released in the early days when the first batch of official Giants mods were put out, and I can imagine that this was part of the base game in 17. I don't remember, because I didn't really use basic in-game equipment too much in that game. I don't use basic in-game equipment in this game either, so I don't know nothing about those. So the combine that I am going to take a look at is again another Giants mod, and it's going to be this Torum, this sci-fi looking Torum, as I like to call it, because it is. Oh, okay, so practically there is no option under the brands. How does it change things? Okay, let's go with the basic option, because obviously this is the cheapest and it doesn't really matter. We don't need GPS. Yeah, you see guys, just leasing this thing will cost me like 8 times, 9 times the whole money we will make on this contract, but whatever. Then it has a matching header. Now I think that the Draper stream fits very nicely with this one, because it's the same thing as the where is it, the power stream, except it has this built-in carriage kind of thing. But this time around we will use the one that is meant for this one, just simply because I just put it on over here and roll down there. We don't even need to mess with a cart header trailer for this one. Just picking it up like so, and we're good to go. Now, oh, hold on. These bushes have some collisions. Can we please? I will squeeze it out, don't worry guys. I have the know-how. Come on, game. Come on. Oxygen, David. What's this good for? Ah, there we go. Okay. Those bushes over there have mad collisions. So what I was getting at, I don't remember the price. Was it? Hold on. Yeah, it's 350 grand compared to, yeah, it's practically the same price range as the Tucano, albeit with a bit bigger grain tank, but I would say it's a Torum, so it's the same size. The thing that you get, or the bonus you get for this money, is the bigger grain tank. But other than that, I think in everything it's mostly comparable to the Tucano, except that this one has this very nice sci-fi look that is absolutely typical of Rostalmash combines ever since the RSM 161. If you guys remember, in FS17, the older version of this Torum was in the base game alongside an Arcos. That was a smaller Ross Selmash combine. Um, and then the RSM 161 came as a mod pack later on, a free mod pack for FS17, and it was bringing the Draper Stream 900 with the self carriage on it, and this header was base game, or an older version of, I don't remember the header part, to be honest with you guys. But obviously Ross Selmash has updated the looks of this bad boy. It kind of resembles its old self. Like, I think on the inside it's the old Torum, because I'm pretty sure that the chopper looks the way the old one used to look. I didn't use the Torum too much. I used the versatile version uh, as a mod quite a lot on one of the maps, and I remember that that versatile had this identical chopper, and the grain tank is quite familiar, and the ogre is quite familiar. So I think on the inside this is the same old Torum slash versatile. I think it was 970 or 999, 470 or 490. I don't remember. But you have to know, guys, that if you don't know, I'm letting you know this, that Ross Selmash is the trademark, or the make under which, or brand, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. So is the brand under which they bring these bad boys out in Europe. It's a Russian brand. It practically means the combined factory of Rostov. Rostov is a town in uh, I think it's in Russia. I don't, who knows with these with the end of the Soviet Union, which country is it? But I think it's Russia. Correct me if I'm wrong, but for some reason, I seem to think that it's. I think it's a further down the line. I think uh, it's a harbor town at the coast of the Black Sea. Yeah, anyway, it's this so Rostov is famous of two things: its harbor and its combine factory. This is Rostelmash, and ironically, Rostelmash, I sometimes say Rostelmash, sometimes Rostelmash, but it's the same. Ironically, they own Versatile. So Versatile is, as far as I know, is a Canadian company owned by Russians, and obviously this means that in North America they bring out these mighty fine combines under the brand Versatile, and you can get them. And from what I know, they are relatively popular in the sense that they are not too expensive for their size and performance, and obviously it's Russian technology. It's as trustworthy as technology can get trustworthy. So yeah, now they are not too cheap in game, uh, but then again, I don't know where Giants gets their prices. Uh, it's certainly not a good priced combine for what it gives to you guys. I just wanted to have a look at it now that we have it. Because it looks awesome. I think this I digged this angular uh, sci-fi look at the RSM 161, but nowadays if you want angular sci-fi look on your combine with extreme performance, then you can go for the Echo ones. If you want extreme performance with unique looks, then it's Gleaner, again Echo, so we're talking home, boys. Uh, but that's if you are running a US farm. I mean, obviously no one is going to crucify you guys uh, if you go for a Gleaner on a European map for yourselves, but in terms of reality, it's highly unlikely. We don't have Gleaners over here in Europe, as that I know for sure. But you can go for the ideal. So all in all, as you guys can see, it does its job because it's a obviously this is a mod put together by Giants, so it would be quite surprising if it didn't work or anything like that. It certainly looks the part. I mean, Giants know how to make good looking stuff. Obviously, it's got all the basic functions. It comes with this one PowerStream 900 header, but obviously it's compatible with all the Rosselmash headers in the game. I think there is a corn header as well. Let me check you guys real quickly. I think there wasn't there? No. But how? But then that means that it's probably compatible with the Capello headers. It's fine. Uh, and then again, it's absolutely compatible with the well, maybe the PowerStream 500. But who would like to run it with this one? Definitely with the Draper stream, as I stated, is the same header with the self carriage. Uh, yeah. So absolutely like so. So you are set for headers, and that's I'm just saying this because it's a pet peeve of mine to go for combines that actually have headers to go with, because my OCD works in miraculous ways, and I don't like when a header doesn't fit well enough on a certain combine. So that's why I like it when it comes in a full pack with the combine with a cereal crop header and a corn slash um, sunflower header. That's the best way to go for it. and that that is, I mean, that is the main uh, requirement to for a combine mod to get 10 out of 10 from me. And there are those types of combines out there that come with both with the cereal crop header and the corn header. Like the 4 Street E516s by AAA Modding. And then there is that nice little John Deere that we took a look at already this farm. If you guys remember, at the beginning of this whole project. Ooh, over there is another field. I wonder if we could do a contract over there and have it harvested in terms of a contract. Or the worst thing that can happen is that I buy it. And then we can go on with this whole ordeal while the potato is growing. I will check it out. I mean, part of this money definitely will have to go towards new land. I want to expand on this map. Because currently this is my only non-season UK map where I'm doing videos, of course, because Oakfield is no longer with us, or at least it's not in use anymore. It's partly because of my laziness. Now this is a good time to talk about that while this combine is running. So obviously when I started out these two series that are tangled up in a way, it was on 1.1 of this map, version 1.1, and 1.0 of Oakfield Farm, and then seasons came out, and with seasons Oxygen David updated them, and there is a 1.2 for this map and obviously a 1.1 for Oakfield. Now it's clearly stated that to go and update the maps you have to start a new save game, and that means I have to go over the whole ordeal of transferring my machinery and all the things that I have. So fiddling with files, XML files, and on Oakfield that was just way too big of a task, and I said, nah, thanks. It's not the way things work. So that is over. But with this one we can do that pretty easily. It's just I have to tie up most of the loose ends, and then we can do that. Like one thing that I'm doing is to make the water trough and the feed trough of the sheep as empty or as low as possible. And once that happens, I will sell them and I will rebuy them once we're on the new version of the map. I think that's the easiest way to dodge messing with XML files, and I want to go for this. So yeah, that's why Oakfield Farm is retired for good. That, and I really didn't enjoy it that much. And how can I make enjoyable content with something I don't enjoy? Now with this one, it's always it's strange because every single time I want to do a video on this farm, I'm like, ah, but I'm not in the mood, and nah, it's not good, and all that, and I'm dragging it out. And then when I finally get around to do this, I have a very good time over here. So yeah, that's how it works. Maybe I should get myself around more often to do this. Oh wow, okay, so this is definitely not a very big field, and I don't know how well it is taken care of because we're almost done with the contract and we haven't even emptied the grain tank once. So how we doing? Oh yeah, 81%. I won't even leave the header for this one. I know it's not how it's done, and I usually do lift. It's muscle memory for me, but not this one time. Sorry guys. I got lazy over there. I think I can almost fit the whole field in one grain tank. That's interesting. I reckon this small piece won't fit. Or will it? Wow, that's funny. We're done with the field to its last bit. It's like old days in FS 17 where contracts didn't involve like emptying the combine and stuff like that. Um, so what I'm gonna do, I'm driving out to the trailer. Just pop it in. Obviously the emptying animation is on point with this one, so this is, if you're looking for a nice combine free of hitches and you're willing to pay the price, Giants mods are the best way to go, and this is a pretty nice one. Or you can go for a base game combine as well. So that's the judgment. I definitely won't take this one because of the price. It's just too pricey for me. Anyway, this is it for this combine. I would say I don't know. I won't trade this one because it's a Giants mod, obviously. So it's absolutely pointless. It's not like any other. It's done by professionals, so obviously it's a pretty nice one. There's no point in being nitpicky with this one. So thank you guys for your attention. If you like the video, drop a like. If you wanna see more, subscribe to the channel. And if you have anything to say, just drop it in the comment section. And see you next time. In the meantime, behave yourselves and don't buy strangers.